Hi everybody, it's Claire back with another art journal video, and this one is my Artstacks project for January. Goodness. So I am using one of the packs by Tracy Verdugo, and this is the Love Lives Here. I love these images in this pack. They are, I just don't know, they're so easy to use. So I'm just fussy cutting out this lady. And that's nice and easy too, which is good because I hate cutting out, as you know, which is quite funny. I think it's the difference between cutting out and doing cutout pages using a craft knife. I love doing those, as you know I do, but somehow this, just fussy cutting, I don't know, can't be faffed with it really. Anyway, enough waffling. So I'm cutting out the pieces that I think I might want to use. And you can see in this pack there's the sheet with the figures, there's some hearts as well, and some words, and it all works really nicely together. So I'm just selecting a few that I like, where the colours appeal to me, and then I'm going to start thinking about how my page is going to come together. So in some of the Artstacks packs, you get a mixture of different substrates. And in this one, there's this really cool tissue paper with these botanical leaves on. So I'm using that on my background. I'm going to stick that in place using some matte medium. This tissue paper is quite fragile, so don't overbrush it because it will easily tear apart. You just need to be ever so gentle. But look how nicely it kind of melts into your page. So I'm not pressing on hard while I'm sticking it in, and I am just kind of going for getting some of this onto my page. I think I'd already attacked this sheet and used bits of it, so I'm just using up the bits that are left. I'm trimming off some of the excess and then just popping it on my page. I'm not particularly worrying about whether it overlaps. I'm just thinking about a first layer to get started. So once that was dry, I am then just having a think about how I'm going to compose my page, where I'm going to put things, what I might use, looking at the colours. I'm thinking I'm going to take inspiration from the colours in that heart that I pointed out there. So this is Permanent Red Violet Light from Amsterdam Acrylic. It's the pink that I'm always bleating on about, my absolute favourite. I'm popping some of that on the page first. And this lovely blue, also from Amsterdam Acrylic. I can't honestly remember what that's called. Let me just grab and have a look. That is Ultramarine, a really nice blue. And then this is a stencil from Natalie May Scrapbooking, and I'm just doing a bit of reductive stenciling there, just lifting some colour through the stencil. And then I think I decided I was going to go with cheddar, which you might think is an odd combination, but it's going to work quite nicely because the orange and the pink will work nicely together, and because the blue's dry, it's safe to use, it won't make brown. So yeah, it's quite a nice combo of colours going on for my first layer. I think this stencil is called Pebbles, I think so, from Natalie May Scrapbooking. I'm also using a makeup sponge just to pop some paint on, and here I decided I wasn't going to go through the stencil, I'm just going to add the paint onto the page. You can see a little bit of the pattern through it anyway, so that worked okay. Now I'm just using a bit of yellow just to bring a bit more lift to the page, just to lighten these colours, particularly where the blue and the orange are joining. This is my Wonky Heart stencil from Funky Fossil, and I'm just using Permanent Red Violet Light again through that, just to bring some hearts onto the background. I went with the heart stencil because I'm going to be using the hearts from the Tracy Verdugo pack to get that first layer of stenciling on my page that you can actually see, and it's going to play really nicely with the images that I've chosen. So using pink over the top, I'm not introducing another new colour. I am using a colour that is already on the page, so that I'm not making it too confusing. And here I'm just going in with a slightly darker colour and just adding a little bit of difference to some of those hearts, just to pull them forwards a little bit really. And then I am just using up the paint that's left on my blending tool and just pulling some colours through the page. This is my Starlight stencil. I think I'm going to add a bit of text onto my page using a bit of white. So I'm going in for white just to bring that contrast onto my background and just to start to break up those colours that are on there as well. Which is a combination of colours that I wouldn't normally use, actually, to be honest, is that very, very dark blue. I don't very often reach for that, but I really loved how it worked on this page. So this is the figure from the Love Lives Here set, and then again I'm just going to stick down some hearts on the page too. Now at the moment these are kind of disappearing from the background. They just become one, don't they, really? I decided I wasn't going to use the rainbow, and I'm just using a Stubble Oil pencil. I'm just going round the figure and creating a little bit of a soft shadow around there. And I'm going to do the same with the hearts, but I'm not using a Stubble Oil pencil. I'm using a pen and I'm just drawing an outline around those. Just a bit of a sketchy loose one, just to pull those forwards and bring them into the foreground. So one of the things that I really love about these Artstacks packs of papers are how well they all work together, and you know that they've got such a lovely combination of text and images. So I'm going to use the words from this one as well, and then I'm just bringing some white dots onto the page using my dotty stamp from my Journal Marks set, and also it was sold on its own for a little while, just to bring a little bit of contrast onto my page too and just lift it a bit. So I wanted to kind of link with the white that's on the wing effect behind the lady, the figure, this was a good way to do that. So I've used acrylic paint for that, so I'm giving my stamp a really good clean because I don't want it to get kind of all clogged up with paint and then it won't work as well. This is my Shoot for the Stars stamp. It's got very small text on it. It's great for a bit of background interest. And then I'm going to go in with some turquoise splatters. This is a Dina Wakley Gloss, and I like how that's playing with the colours that are there already. Then I'm sticking on my quote. I'm going for sort of quirky angles with these as well, so it's not too neat and tidy. Giving them a good press. That's just white PVA glue that I've used to stick those down as well. And then I'm coming in with a really chunky Posca pen and just adding some large white dots too, which do stand out better. They work quite nicely with the smaller dots as well. And I think adding that kind of element to your page can just lift it as well. So now I'm just going to pop a couple of extra hearts on there in the same pink that I've used in the background. I'm just struggling to outline those, and then just a little bit of glue, and I'm going to pop those in place. I'm going to kind of overlap them with the hearts that I've put on there already. It just goes to show how you can take an element that's there, take inspiration from it, and kind of, you know, add some of your own. So then, because I've added massive dots, medium-sized dots, now I need some small dots. I'm just dotty, aren't I? I'm crackers. So yeah, more dots, and I'm just going in with a Signo Uniball in white to do this. Yeah, so this was a really fun pack to play with. There are so many lovely images in it. If you haven't already, go and check out the Artstacks website. They're based in Australia. Yeah, there are some really lovely sets on there. I'm going to be getting some more so that I can show you more of the stuff that they do. Yeah, so thanks for watching. I hope you found some inspiration from this video and enjoyed this sort of colourful page. And I hope to see you again soon.